Assalamualaikum and greetings to all. Our topic is Bristle on the toothbrush packaging label, referring to pig hair. The skepticism of some product from the public has caused Jakim through its official Facebook to explain toothbrush issue that raised concern about halal status and halal certification. The involvement of Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, JAKIM, in providing legalization of halal status of Islamic food and consumer goods in the country began in 1974, when the Research Centre Islamic Affairs Division, Prime Minister Department issued a halal confirmation letter on products that meet the requirements according to Sharia. JAKIM elaborates on the word bristle found on the label of a toothbrush or other toothbrush referring to swine. JAKIM also explained that the word bristle does not simply refer to swine, it is a word in English that means short or straight fur. It should be noted that toothbrushes are usually made of nylon or any soft wool. However, consumers are advised to be cautious when making purchases by looking at the packaging label. This is because the use of the following names refer to pig's boar bristle or pig's bristle. We will continue more facts with Faiz.
Now, you guys with me, Faiz, to explain the characteristic of brush from pig fur. Many consumers don't actually know that many cheap brushes imported from China are made from pig fur or called bristle. The inspections are also made using a paintbrush that use a halal logo and a fake halal certificate. Pig brushes are seized based on the braided feather at the end of the brushes. So, how do we get to know and recognize the brush, whether it's a brush for coloring or brush for grooming tools made from pig fur? The characteristic of pig fur is, first, the feather brush off at the end. Second, it can be modified with chemical or to be soft or hard. Fourth, hard to remove or damage easily. Lastly, easier to obtain than other animal fur. That's all from me. Thank you.
I'm Hanis Mesara binti Mansur reporting for Berita Harian. We know that this case has made the public doubtful to buy the brand of that product. According to the Mufti of Federal Authority, it's not entirely conclusive that the said toothbrush was made from the pig bristles. However, since it's a matter of suspicion, the more tangible evidence is needed. Therefore, until the evidence is shown, the public should not have those feelings of suspicion and belief in the purity of the product. Moreover, JAKIM also made a statement that the word bristles does not originate from the pig. Is an English word that means short fur or straight fur. We need to know that the normal toothbrushes are made from the nylon and any other kind of soft material. No matter what, we advise consumers to be careful when they want to buy toothbrush and always check the label. They also need to bear in mind that the word bristles does not refer to the pig hair, but it's also refer to any other animal hair. Thank you, that's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We have a video about explanation of bristle. We see the video.
Berdasarkan analisis FTIR ataupun Fourier Transform Infrared Spectroscopy, so kita dapati kesemua brus gigi yang dipilih secara rawak di pasaran adalah bebas daripada sumber bulu babi lah. Bagi brus cat, kita dapati sumber bulu tu adalah daripada bulu babi, di mana peratus persamaan dia adalah sebanyak 72% dan juga 76%.
Ini adalah sampel berus cat rumah yang selalu digunakan oleh orang ramai. Dan didapati daripada pekalan data di FPPH, cat ni dibuat daripada bulu cat ni dibuat daripada bulu khinzir dan ianya diimport dari China, dan kita juga sedia maklum di sana juga haiwan yang paling banyak adalah khinzir. Dan ini pula adalah satu set bulu kosmetik. Dan didapati setiap set ni adalah daripada bahan sintetik, iaitu 100% polyester dan olefin.
Thank you for the video. Now, we move to the next section with Mr. Zain.
Thank you, Amir. So right now, we will hear two public opinions on toothbrushes with pig fur. So the first opinion is from Miss Nur Afini Balkis. Miss, you may share your opinion.
Talking about the usage of hair of pig in several products, some manufacturer might use the hair of pig, or we can call it as bristles, to manufacture all natural brushes like toothbrush, makeup brush, or paintbrush, or many other brushes. So what can I say here is there are so many downsides if we as a consumer use the product that contain the hair of pig itself. For various individual reasons, there are people who don't eat pork or use product from pig at all. For instance, maybe some people might have an allergic towards the pig, or maybe they have the vegan lifestyle, which they should and they would avoid any animal byproduct, including the pig. Or as a Muslim, we have the religious obligation to not eat a pork or using any kind of product that contains pig in it, as it is expressly forbidden in Quran for some reason, especially when it comes to health.
Thank you, Miss Afini Balkis, for your opinion. So right now, we will move on to our second public opinion, which is from Mr. Anwar. Mister, you may share your opinion.
Pendapat saya tentang penggunaan bulu babi di berus-berus gigi ni adalah seperti berikut ya. Pertama, kita kena faham ya, maksud Bristol. Selalunya paket-paket berus gigi ni dia ada tulis di belakangnya perkataan Bristol ya. Jadi kalau ditulis Bristol, tidak semestinya dia diperbuat daripada bulu babi. Ia mungkin dibuat daripada nylon, daripada bulu-bulu dari binatang lain seperti kuda dan sebagainya. Sebenarnya penggunaan nylon ni telah digunakan sebagai bulu kepada berus gigi secara meluas ya, dah bertahun-tahun, berpuluh tahun. Ia dicipta dalam tahun 30-an ya, oleh syarikat daripada negara Perancis bernama DuPont. Jadi semenjak penciptaan nylon ini, ia telah digunakan secara meluas sebagai Bristol di berus-berus gigi. Kedua, apa yang kita harus elakkan jika ia bertulis natural ataupun pure Bristol di kotak berus gigi tersebut. Kalau ia ditulis natural atau pure Bristol, seelok-eloknya kita elakkan, sebab apabila menggunakan perkataan natural atau pure, kemungkinan besar ia menggunakan bulu babi ataupun bulu-bulu binatang yang lain. Jadi untuk mengelakkan perasaan was-was, sebaik-baiknya kita elakkan sahaja dari membeli berus-berus gigi yang ada bertulis natural atau pure Bristol. Jika tidak ada ditulis, dan jika ditulis hanya nylon Bristol, bermakna bolehlah kita menggunakannya dan membelinya dengan tidak ada rasa sangsi dan was-was. Terima kasih.
That's all from our two public opinion, and that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Syafaz Zami Aiman. Now I will proceed about the government opinion and the consumer opinion. Domestic Trade Cooperation and Consumerism Minister Hamzah Zainuddin in 9 February 2017 about the pig bristle in Malaysia. Since our country are multi-religion and multi-races in our country, we should consider to another people also. Do not think one side only. Also, the consumer must be alert regarding this problem. Also, please read carefully about the ingredient when you are purchase the item. For the seller, please list the item or label the item if your store have any non-halal product in your store. For the manufacturer, it depend on them what kind of material they want to use. So since we are multiracial and multi-religion in country, we should consider to another races and another religion also. Secondly, the Minister Hamzah Zainuddin also said, if an NGO have any problem involve good or services, please directly to the domestic co and operation and consumerism department regarding the problem.
Supaya isu ini bukan menjadi isu multiracial dan juga multi-religion. Sebab itu saya telah mengarahkan Penguatkuasa Datuk Roslan untuk menentukan tidak ada lagi serbuan dibuat di mana-mana. Saya nak jelaskan tadi. Bila saya beritahu dengan Malaysia Kini semalam, first of all, I would like you to accept the fact that we live in a country with multi-races and multi-religion. Maknanya apa? Kepada dua-dua pihak yang berniaga, dia kena faham we live in a multi-racial and multi-religion. Jadi maknanya, biarlah dia tahu bahawa kalau dia rasa produk itu ada bulu binatang, orang datang nak beli, dia beritahu. Ini saya pun not sure, anjing ke apa, I'm not so sure.
About the consumer opinion, our group also made Google form to the community around if they are alert about this issue. Most our people in Malaysia know what is bristle mean, but they don't know what most bristle are contained in the toothbrush. Since no one provide exposure the information about the toothbrush. I think Ministry of Health Malaysia should give more information regarding this problem. Also, for the domestic trade cooperation and consumerism, should provide some information using social media platform to spread the exposure to the community in this issue, so the consumer will be more alert. That's all for me.